Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a premium medium grind 75 question. This question I was not able to solve on my own. So basically I just went to the solutions tab and copied the first solution. So kind of disappointed about that because I still don't fully understand it. So I'm going to have to come back and review it. But as you can see, I struggled with this for a long time. Basically 9 months. I'm like, you know what? Let me just throw in the towel and stop banging my head against the wall because it's probably not a good use of time. So, again, I was not able to solve this one on my own, and I had to look at and copy this solution. So, let me just try to copy it again. Again, I don't fully understand why it works. If someone wants to explain in the comments, that would be great. But I'm going to be bookmarking this question to come back to later. Okay, so basically, from whatever this guy's solution did, is what he did was just basically create a default dict type list, basically mapping this to this and then this to this because it's undirected, I think. So for e and edges, d of e of 0 dot append e of 1, and then d of e of 1 dot append e of 0. This part was pretty intuitive. And then we want a set so we don't keep visiting the same thing. It's kind of like union find. And then this is the part I don't understand what he did. It's basically for I in range n. If DFS of I, then so if I is not in scene, then DFS I and then answer plus equal to 1. I don't understand the logic behind this. So if someone could explain how we were able to sort of come up with this and sort of dissect this idea, that'd be great. But basically he just does like a standard union find and iterating over the list of that key. So for neighbor in d of I, standard union find. If neighbor is not in scene, then we can keep going, I guess. But again, it's kind of unclear to me, this part, and this is just a standard union find. This part I understand, but yeah. So again, I could not solve this question on my own. I had to copy this guy's solution, so credit to this NYX guy. I read this description, it didn't really make sense, so I'm gonna have to come back to this question later. So let's just go ahead and do this. Okay, so I guess you just have to add neighbor, right? Okay, so again, doesn't count because this is not my solution and I don't fully understand it. So I'd just be cheating myself if I said, okay, I solved this one, pass it, never come back to it, right? Because in a real interview, if you can't solve a question and you get it and they change it a little bit, even if you memorize someone else's solution like I did here, it doesn't really work. You know, the interviewer could very easily change the question or the requirements and all of a sudden your solution doesn't work. So again, if someone could explain this to me, especially this part and how we're calculating this answer, that would be great. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.